Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Air Misfit. This is my weekly Sunday inspirational spiritual video that I like to try to do. Um, Yet I wasn't even gonna do one today. I just was not feeling it. I've been struggling all week to come up with stuff to talk about, and I just have not been feeling well the last 2 weeks with the area's been hit with couple tropical storms already over a 2 week period, and it's just been nonstop rain and constant barometric changes. And with the TBI that I have, it just um, has really been dragging me down. Um, and I just it was like, you know what, my fans would understand if I didn't do one and stuff, but I was like, you know what, I told you I was going to do these, and so I was like, I got to do something. And as I was thinking about the things of the world right now, and just my thoughts and feelings, and how powerless I felt, and that part of me feels that the right outcome for things in my family or things going on in the community and in the world just won't be the right outcome. Um, and just how I felt about it, and just how depressing it was. And I was thinking back to stuff from September about how powerless I felt about things, and um, how my peace and my joy was destroyed in my own home, and that I would never get it back. And I'm not 100% there, but I'm slowly getting there. And um, my home will never be the same it was before September. Um, but things move on. Life moves on whether I want it to or not, and things do get better. And one of the things I've learned is you cannot rush the timing on stuff. Things have to. I couldn't just. I mean, if you talk to me back then and now and stuff, I couldn't even think about moving on. That was I just wanted to give up. Um, and I was working with my therapist and my wife and my local elders quorum president and things, and we were just talking about just different things to do to bring back the joy and the peace of my life. And um, I'm not sure if I've already said this or not, but this video that I'm doing right now, this message is completely unscripted from the heart. I had a general idea of what I wanted to get out, and I'm looking around my room as I did this morning to give me the inspiration. I was actually staring at my tie rack, and I trying to decide what tie I had, and each tie that I have has a special meaning. Some I still have from my mission. Some were given to me by people, and they mean a lot to me. And there is a story behind everything in my life. There's a story behind everything that I own, which made September really hard. But anyways, I try not to dwell on that too much other than what I need to share with today. But one of the important things that I've learned since then, and I kind of always knew it, but whenever you have something bad happen into your life, you kind of end up relearning some of the same things you've already learned. But I was looking around at my ties and my Hot Wheels cars, my Star Wars figures, pictures that I have in the room, my samurai sword, my Psyduck, and sometime I'll have to show you guys this Psyduck and talk about it. Psyduck is awesome. Those of you who know me especially know me since my TBI and the things that it has done to my head. Um, and just know Psyduck as a Pokemon, for my Pokemon fans out there, know that Psyduck is the perfect Pokemon to describe me. Um, but these are all things that keep me grounded, especially since my TBI. I have moments where basically things happen like barometric changes, traumatic events that basically reset my brain and I forget who I am for a brief moment. And these are all things that help trigger me back into getting me out of the factory default settings, if you will, and remind me that I am the Aramis vet. And so it made me think about all the things that are going on in this world and stuff, and the things that I've learned. And the thing that got me this morning that I really wanted to talk about was, especially over the last 6 months or so, that I've learned is that my Heavenly Father loves me and He trusts me. Um, it has not been easy to rebuild the joy and the peace in my life and in my family and in our home, but we are working on it. We still have things that we need to do. Um, in fact, I wasn't even planning on it, but the little panda picture up here is well, all right. However, I turn my phone, I end up not getting a good angle at it, so I'm just not going to worry about it. But anyways, it says "You are my happy place," and that was something I gave to my wife because through it all, I think I really made her feel like I didn't make her, or she didn't make me happy anymore, and that wasn't true. I don't know where I'd be without her. And so it was kind of a thing to remind her, but I think it reminds me more of that, she is my happy place. My family is my happy place. Um, and it goes to our understanding and to the eternal perspective of things is that this is my family for time and eternity. We will be together forever. And it made me think back to the conversation I've had with my elders quorum president of the fact that, going back to, my Heavenly Father loves and trusts me. With my knowledge and understanding of things and knowing of, our life and the pre-existence before we came to this life, of in that conversation with our Heavenly Father and saying, hey, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to experience, and this is what I want you to do. And not only that, but we chose to take our Heavenly Father's side and to support His plan and not the adversary's plan. And we were having this conversation. We've had this conversation so many times, but I remember one time when I had an anxiety attack triggered at church so bad I went outside and things like that, and it was cold and I was out on the ground and I was talking with my elders quorum president because I don't even think my wife could have gotten me out of that one. He was the only one who could get through to me. And we were talking about how much hatred and how much anger I had in my heart towards the person who triggered that anxiety attack and who has triggered so much of the things from September and stuff, that I knew it wasn't right, and I knew how it was wrong, and I I wanted to be better. I wanted to force the change that I needed in my life. And we talked about how we both knew, and we've had that discussion several times, that we can't force things. And one of the things I've talked about with my therapist too, that kind of comes along into it, is that just as quick as I had that thought, I lost it. But when we're planting seeds of faith, and with the harvest and stuff, is that it takes time to grow. Change takes time. Even bad habits, you can wake up one day and say, I don't want to do this, I don't want to feel this way anymore. And that's the very big important first step, but it takes time. And and we were talking about and kind of reminding each other of that my Heavenly Father trusted me to go through the things that I am going through and will go through and have gone through, however much wording, present, past, future tense you want to put on it. He trusts me with it. He has faith in me. And he believes in me that no matter what, I will get through it. I won't get through it perfectly. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to have my moments where I just say the wrong thing, blow my top, whatever you want to say. And one of this Sunday that we were talking, and and what I'm thinking of now is that, how special am I? That the creator of all things loves me that much, has that much faith in me, believes in me that much. The least I can do is have faith that there is a reason for it. That the change I want in myself, the change that I want in others, the change that I want in this world, and the change that needs to happen will happen. And I have to have faith in the eternal perspective and the eternal plan that all things will happen according to His will in His time. And no matter how much I want to force things in myself, it cannot happen. I can speed it up in my attitude and in the way I do things. When I make a mistake, admit it and move on. But also, and just show that faith. And it seemed like that's my wife, I was going around all morning just like feeling defeated with just everything that was going on. And as soon as I was reminded that, my whole attitude, everything changed. That, you know what? I might not see the change. I may never fully heal and recover from this TBI. I might not see the things I want to see in the world in my lifetime. But I have faith in my Heavenly Father that, and in His plan, that it will happen. And all things will be made right eventually. And that if He can believe in me, if He can have faith in me that much, then I need to believe in myself. I need to have faith in myself. And I need to believe in Him and have faith in Him. That no matter what happens, it will all be made right. And when I think about that, it's just, whether I'm happy with it, whether I agree with it, whether about of just knowing that I can feel peace. I am at peace despite what is going on in me, in my life, and in the world. I can feel peace and clarity amongst the chaos. And I don't know if any of this made sense to you guys. I feel like hopefully it did. And I hope, if nothing else, if you guys can't feel the peace and joy that I have amongst all the chaos that is my life, that you will be able to find that, and that no matter how bad things get, they can always get better. And I pray to God that you have people in your life like I have, that when I was at my all-time darkest point, that loved me, whether they judged me or not, or whatever they say it, they helped pick up my broken pieces and put me back together the best that they could. And for the pieces that were broken beyond repair, are helping me find the new pieces, the new Aramis Vet. I pray that if what you have going on in your life is anywhere what I had going on, that you have people in your life, and that if you don't, that Heavenly Father will send them to you quickly. And anyone can reach out to me. I put my email address, thearamisvet@gmail.com, and all my videos. You can tell me how wrong I am. You can tell me how right I am. That I helped you, that I inspired you. If you have questions, we can work through them together. And if nothing else, I just leave this with you and take it what you will. But this is the Air Misfit wishing you well and signing off.